Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraят. Nashtaprayasha Vadresha Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Bhagavate Rutama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Gnanandjana Shalakaya. चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Canto 4, Chapter 7, verse 31. Brahmovacha Naitat-swarupam bhavato-sau padartha vedagrahai purusho yavadikshet gnanasya chartasya gunasya chashrayo maya mayad vetirito matastvam. Lord Brahma said, my dear Lord, your personality and eternal form cannot be understood by any person who is trying to know you through the different processes of acquiring knowledge. Your position is always transcendental to the material creation, whereas the empiric attempt to understand you is material. So are its objectives and instruments. Mm, mm. It is said that the transcendental name, qualities, activities, paraphernalia, etc. of the Supreme Personality of Godhead cannot be understood with our material senses. Uh, न न भवेत् ग्राह्यम् इन्द्रियैः सेवन्मुखैः जिह्वादौ. The attempt of the empiric philosophers to understand the absolute truth by speculation is always futile because their process of understanding their objective and the instruments by which they try to understand the absolute truth are all material. So empiric philosophers means by they try to understand everything by experience. So experience means we can only experience material. So the objective instruments also will be material. So everything is material. They cannot understand because na bhavet grahyam indriyahi cannot be understood by material senses. The Lord is Aparakrita, beyond the creation of the material world. This fact is also accepted by the great impersonalist Shankaracharya. Narayana Paro Vyakta Dandam Avyakta Sambhavam. Avyakta, or the original material cause, is beyond this material manifestation, the cause, and is the cause of the material world. Because Narayana is beyond the material world, one cannot speculate about him by any material method. One has to understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead simply by the transcendental method of Krishna consciousness. Bhaktya mama bijanati. Only by devotional service one can understand the transcendental form of the Lord. The difference between the impersonalists and the personalists is that the impersonalists, limited by their speculative processes, cannot even approach the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Whereas the devotees please the Supreme Personality of Godhead through his transcendental loving service. So Prabhupada is saying the impersonalists cannot even approach. Devotees approach and also please. How? Sevan Mukehi Jivado, transcendental loving service. Sevan Mukehi, due to the service attitude of the devotee, the Lord is revealed to him. Swayam eva spuratyada. Supreme Lord cannot be understood by materialistic persons, even though he is present before them. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna therefore condemns such materials as mudas. Muda means rascal. It is said in Gita, only rascals think of Lord Krishna as an ordinary person. They do not know what Lord Krishna's position is or what his transcendental potencies are. Unaware of his transcendental potencies, the impersonalists deride the person of Lord Krishna. Whereas the devotees, by dint of their service attitude, can understand him as the personality of Godhead. In the 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna also confirmed that it is very difficult to understand the personality of Godhead. So the important thing is the service attitude. And service attitude means not thinking ourselves somebody important, not thinking ourselves, not expecting appreciation, not expecting recognition. All this will not qualify service attitude. Service attitude means I am just the servant. That's all. Servant does just to please the Lord and nobody else, and not for anything else. So, yeah, only by this service attitude can we understand Krishna, because Krishna will only reveal himself when there is service attitude. Mm. So we can go on doing bhakti, but if we do bhakti without service attitude, then we cannot understand. Um, and the service attitude means servant. We have to be Trunadapi Sunichena Tarorapi Seshnu Namani Namanadena Kirtanya Sada Harihi. That is why this is the what we have to string around our neck. This verse. Uh, mm, unless somebody hears, they will never be able to understand what is the mood in which they have to serve. Initially, yeah, like Kapila Dev already we discussed this bhakti in different modes. So when devotees come to bhakti neophyte stage, everybody will just do things based on their modes. Somebody is very rajasic, so he'll run around to do stuff. Somebody is, you know, maybe pious. And, each person who comes in touch with Krishna consciousness based on the modes that which mode is actually predominant in that person, he or she will also do bhakti in that mode. Mm. So we see many times devotees shouting, fighting, envy, um, not willing to surrender to authority, too much, retaining too much independence. All these kinds of things which are non-Vaishnava behavior, non-servant behavior will be there in us initially. But these behaviors cannot continue for a long time. If they're continuing for a long time, basically means that we are not actually doing bhakti. Because if you are actually doing bhakti, gradually a person in tamoguna, which means that somebody doesn't want to do anything, lazy, just sitting back. Mm. You can see so many devotees. Mm, they come to meetings, they sit, they don't contribute because they fear that, oh, okay, if I say something, then I'll get some service. Mm. So they'll just keep quiet. So tamoguna. But then, if they are doing Shravanam Kirtanam properly, then slowly they will come from tamoguna to at least rajoguna and say, okay, can I also do something? And eventually they'll come to Satvaguna, where they understand their real position and then try to serve in the mood of an Atma. Uh, Eventually they will think of themselves as servants of Krishna, devotees, and transcend all these modes. But that will happen only if somebody is doing Shravanam Kirtanam. And otherwise, yeah, we can be engaged in some kind of service, but we might not really make any progress at all. And that is why we should be very careful. We should not overstress service. Many times I've seen like devotees just keep talking about service, 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 but they don't talk about sadhana. If there's no solid sadhana, then there's no question of service. Then it will just be in some mode, which will not be accepted by the Lord. Lord wants us to do all that with love and affection. If we are in some lower modes, where is love and affection for Krishna? There be love and affection for ourselves. Lap puja pratishtha. Mm. So the service attitude is very, very important. We have to really develop that, which is antithetical to the whole material world, because we have come here to become enjoyers. So it doesn't happen overnight. We cannot just switch from this enjoyer mood to servant mood. It takes time, but the process of sadhana bhakti is so powerful that mm, we should see change in ourselves. If you're not seeing change, like I said, something is wrong. We have to introspect. Mm. So simply being a jnani, one cannot understand Krishna. So Brahma is saying, yeah, Brahma is all the knowledge, but he's saying, no, no, just by knowledge, it's no use. One has to actually serve the Supreme Lord in the mode of a servant. Indruvacha. Idam apyachyuta vishwabhavanam vapurānandakaram manodrusham suravidvit kapanair udayudhair bhujadandair upapannam ashtabhihi. King Indra said, my dear Lord, your transcendental form with 8 hands and weapons in each of them appears for the welfare of the entire universe. And it is very pleasing to the mind and eyes. In such a form, your Lordship is always prepared to punish the demons who are envious of your devotees. Demigods are always worried about demons. It's generally understood from revealed scriptures that Lord Vishnu appears with 4 hands, but in this particular sacrificial arena, Lord Vishnu arrived with 8 hands. King Indra said, even though we are accustomed to see your 400 Vishnu form, his appearance with 8 hands is as real as the 400 form. As Lord Brahma had said, to realize the transcendental form of the Lord is beyond the power of the senses. In reply to that statement by Brahma, King Indra said that even though transcendental form of Lord is not perceivable by the material senses, his activities and his transcendental form can be understood, meaning in the mind, may not be through gross senses. Subtle senses we can still understand. The Lord's uncommon features, uncommon activities, and uncommon beauty can be perceived even by an ordinary man. For example, when Lord Krishna appeared just like a 6 or 7-year-old boy in Vrindavan, he was approached by the residents there. There were torrents of rain, and the Lord saved the residents of Vrindavan by lifting over the hill and resting it on the little finger of his left hand for 7 days. This uncommon feature of the Lord should convince even materialistic persons who want to speculate to the limit of their material senses. The activities of the Lord are pleasing to experimental vision also, but impersonalists will not believe in his identity because they study the personality of the Lord by comparing their personality to his. So Prabhupada is saying that the activities of the Lord are so pleasing that anybody should be able to appreciate it. But impersonalists, they see the activities of the Lord and compare it with their own activities. So then they say, because men in this material world cannot lift a hill, they do not believe that the Lord can lift one. They accept the statements of Srimad Bhagavatam to be allegorical, meaning some comparison, some story to help us understand, drive some point. And they try to interpret them in their own way, but factually the Lord lifted the hill in the presence of all the inhabitants of Vrindavan, as corroborated by great acharyas and authors like Vyasadeva and Narada. Everything about the Lord should be accepted as is. And in this way, even our present condition, and even in our present condition, we can understand the Lord. In the instance here in King Indra confirmed, your presence with 8 hands is as good as your presence with 4 hands. There's no doubt about it. Mm. So basically, the point here is that through Shravanam, mm, if we are pure hearted, if we are not moodhas, envious, like the impersonalist, and think of Krishna as an ordinary person, then if we accept everything as is, even in our present condition, we can understand the Lord. Because anyway, the activities of the Lord are very pleasing to the heart. So if somebody very diligently, very with full attention, engages himself in this Shravanam of the beautiful pastimes of Krishna, then there is no way that he cannot be attracted by them. Not being attracted by the pastimes of Krishna just shows that we are not hearing them properly. Because the word Krishna itself is all attractive. Everything about Krishna is all attractive. Um, so if we are actually not getting attracted by Krishna, even after hearing about Krishna, there can be only two possibilities. One is, yeah, okay, maybe you're a staunch, you're like Hanuman, right? So he hears about Krishna, but he just worships Rama, which is okay, which is great if somebody is at that position. But normally, for most people, just not hearing attentively at all, uh, or they're not hearing at all. So they are generally attracted by Maya, so they're not attracted by Krishna. Hmm. But if you simply hear attentively, um, pastimes of Krishna are so beautiful, so attractive, really. I mean, they can very easily attract the heart. In fact, Parikshit Maharaj only says, saying that all these you discuss in the 10 cantos, 9 cantos, so many different forms of the Lord and his pastimes, activities, but nothing as sweet as his pastimes in Vrindavan. Um, so, yeah, so Prabhupada really gave great mercy by actually giving Krishna book. Really, actually, it's unbelievable. For those not qualified at all, Prabhupada has given such great mercy by simply presenting the Krishna book, which for others, I mean, who were, or I should say, in other yugas or previous times, somebody should have been really qualified to come and finish all the 9 cantos of Bhagavatam and then come to the 10th canto, then hear about Krishna. But Prabhupada is so merciful that he has given this Krishna book. One if simply, and Prabhupada, this is just like stories. Anybody can hear, anybody will like. Nobody has to be some big philosopher, right? If you simply hear Krishna's activities are so wonderful, so sweet, so attractive. Mm. So maybe, since we are close to Janmashtami, so what I want is I just want to hear from each of you. Please participate. What are your favorite pastimes of Krishna? What aspect of Krishna attracts you? If somebody is still not attracted by Krishna, then you can reflect on whatever others say. And specifically, I'm referring here to the form of Krishna as Krishna. So yeah, of course, if you are attracted not by Krishna but by other forms, Vishnu Tattva forms, that's okay. You can share that as well. But generally, just participate. See, because why? What such discussions? What it does now? It makes us, first of all, it makes us think. Then, when we express our heart, when we express our mind in front of others, then that thing also somewhat becomes a reality. Otherwise, we are in some, it's like in a cloud. We really don't know. But we have to have very clear, crystal clear understanding, attraction towards Supreme Lord. So we have maybe 10, 15 minutes. So all of you, you can share what aspect of Krishna, so far you've been in Krishna consciousness, what aspect of Krishna form, his activities, his pastimes, his qualities, whatever has attracted you and is still attracting you. You can just share one by one. Yeah. Yes, Mantra Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, Damodar Leela takes everybody, most of us. But I know I have a very strong this thing for Kaliya Daman.
Kaliya Daman.
I mean, somewhere down, I feel, could the Lord be so merciful? And what has Kaliya done? Being in, being with the devotees, being with Yamana, and is full of poison. And the Lord has danced over him. He's not given this mercy to any of his devotees. Only Bali had the fortune of having one foot on him. Dhruv Maharaj. And in the Bhagavatam, can you put yourself in his place and even think that you can dance over him, you can be enwrapped over him, and you can give him so much of mercy? You can give him so much of mercy. Yes, he could have bled, but in our own way, we also, no endeavor by him, nothing. He's just fuming, and the Lord is just giving him mercy and mercy and mercy. Sometimes I feel, I'm not less than a Kaliya, and if God could give, He's giving me all that mercy, and still I'm not taking the mercy. I mean,
And the beauty actually about this Kaliya Leela is
it's
actually the mercy came to him just because he was
in
associated
midst
with
of
some devotees.
devotees. Yes.
That's
And
even amazing.
that's exactly what the Prabhu, like many times I say. And I mean, I don't know why the comparison. I mean, I said, yeah, am I even worth it? I got so much of mercy from my Guru Maharaj. I mean, still, like, Kaliya, when I didn't even recognize it. Like, I'm worse than worse. Like when it shouldn't be the comparison. But Prabhu, like, that. I mean, Kaliya takes it takes me to another. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little carried away with it.
That's okay. The idea is that we should get carried away. Otherwise, we keep getting carried away by material things. So let's get carried away by Krishna.
And like, and his wife's praying for him. He's such a, our husbands do anything, full life we taunt him. You did this, and they're praying to the Lord, give him mercy, give him mercy.
Okay, nice realization. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, Shashank Prabhu. Hey, others also can, I mean, of course, Mataji has been in Krishna consciousness for long, so we don't have to feel like I won't be able to express my feelings like her. It's okay, whatever is there. We should just try to express, because it'll open up. Our heart is now closed. We have to open up our heart, and which is why I see for preachers, it always gives a great opportunity, because we can always reveal our hearts, and it actually keeps growing and growing and growing. So which is why for preachers are getting attracted to Krishna is very easy, because we end up glorifying Krishna so many times. But hearers also should glorify, right? And then they will develop that attraction, and that is the most. I was just reading, I shared some verses from Bhagavatam, saying that attraction to Krishna, that attraction is most important, right? Even if you are not doing anything, it's okay, as long as we are simply attracted by Krishna. That's what is most important. Yeah, Shashank Prabhu, and then Nagendra Prabhu. Others also can please. Like I said, don't hesitate, don't feel. It's not about feeling shy, actually. Glorifying Krishna is the best thing actually, the only thing to be done in this whole world. So don't shy away, don't feel, don't hesitate. Just share. Yeah, Shashank Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Dandavad Pranam.
Yeah.
So actually, like being in Krishna consciousness, like as I started with Krishna book, so the most connected Leela for me is like Agasura Samhara. So
Okay.
Agasura Samhara. In that, like Krishna, like after the Samhara, like he'll sit with his friends. Like you have explained, like in the in the session actually, like it has been beautifully quoted. Like he's like a lotus, like all the friends are like lotus petals, and he is in the center.
Very nice.
And I felt like very astonished. Like if we, like you mentioned, like even the friends who are sitting at the backside of the Krishna, they can see Krishna also.
Yeah.
I mean, like they can't see the backside
back.
of Krishna. Yeah, like he is extending to each and everyone, and they are sharing the happiness moment. Like it is like sitting and eating food with Krishna. Like
Yeah,
I
foodie.
was like, he is
Being a
food.
foodie. Yeah, bro, being
Yeah.
a foodie is thinking about eating food with Krishna. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
I was like, he treats us like best, more than best of best friends. Like
Yeah.
we used to search in this word, who's our best friend? But I was thinking, why did I didn't find it first only? Like, why did I didn't even come here? Because Krishna is so merciful, and he didn't think him as Devatana Paramapurusha. Like, he just came to friends, everyone, and he is enjoying food. So this is one thing, Prabhu. And the second thing, I felt so much connected to Brahma Vimohana Leela. So there, even like he made like the Brahma to understand that everyone is Amsha of him. Brahma was thinking, like, for 1 second he took all of his friends and the cows, everything, but he was able to like he was able to extend his everyone, like even the friends and everything. And like in that one like important thing I felt like all the like mothers and all they used to feed Krishna thinking that they are their sons like friends and all. So then Balarama noticed like why they are showing so much love suddenly. That those things I felt so much happy, Prabhu. Like
Okay.
Krishna can extend any form in order to like rescue the devotees.
Okay.
So
Okay.
these two leelas very much connected.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, Nagendra Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Regarding our own Krishna, there is nothing, one or two things, we can choose and highlight. There are a lot of things. But suddenly, when you ask a specific item, I just suddenly I realize about the way Krishna has preached Arjuna during the war field
Okay.
and how he preached the Bhagavad Gita. That's
Okay.
something which he has described in a very holistic way, and the way it's been received by Arjuna. And now, even in Kali Yuga also, it has been continued, and then we are all reading again and again, and also we are trying to follow. We are trying to implement that, and all those information what is being coming out of Bhagavad Gita is more practically, how we have to lead the life, and then how things very transparent. So that's really inspiring me. And most of the time, all of us, like if you come across any kind of a situation where we are not in a situation to make a decision right properly. So going through Bhagavad Gita, any instances over there, definitely going to become a very great guideline for everyone.
Okay. Very nice. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, very nice. Yeah. Because the knowledge is even in Bhagavatam, Arjuna was bewildered, and Bhagavatam says that he just remembered the instructions of Krishna that he gave on the battlefield, and then he regained his composure. So it's like so powerful instructions of Krishna that actually, if we remember those instructions all the time, we can never go into any illusion, right? And it's so powerful. Yeah. Thank you.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Yeah. Jyoti Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna. Pranam Mataji.
Prabhuji, everyone has their own pastime, favorite pastime of Krishna Leela, but mine is Govardhan Leela.
Okay.
Apart from that, because he is giving pleasure to all the devotees at the same time. That is why
Okay.
Govardhan Leela is my favorite. But
Okay.
apart from that, Krishna has incarnated himself. He is giving pleasure to the devotees in his pastimes. But for us, he is available in any form. Like he has incarnated as Srimad Bhagavatam for us. We are not. I am not even a devotee, and he is with me in the form of Srimad Bhagavatam and
nice.
in the form of Archavigraha. So he is very merciful. He is merciful towards his devotees, but whoever is not a devotee, he is still merciful towards them.
Okay, nice. Okay, so quality of Krishna of being merciful and accessible, available to us so easily. Yeah, okay, very nice. Yeah, Ashwini Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
For me, like in all Krishna Leelas, two Leela are favorite. One is killing Putani, and one more is Damodara.
Okay.
Damodara Leela.
Okay.
In killing Putani, even though she came to kill Krishna, but Krishna gave her so mercy that in the Goloka he gave mother role, like nurse role.
Very nice, very nice.
So even though she is like what?
Yeah, evil. She came to kill him.
Yeah. Even though she killed him, he is so mercy and give her that role. By this, we have to understand, without knowingly or unknowingly, we are doing mistakes in bhakti. We have the chance to what? To get out from that. Yeah, and if we know that this is the wrong, then we have to correct for next time. We have to not continue that.
Okay, nice.
And in Damodara Leela, when Mother Yashoda tying that knot, there is only 2 fingers gap. In that, we come to know that one Shrame should be there from our side, and Krishna will give krupe.
Yeah. Okay.
So that we have to follow in each and every bhakti services or bhakti seva. Have to put our 100% effort.
Okay, very nice.
We have to be like we have to be perfect in the bhakti seva. Like that, we have to do the seva so that Krishna will
Super.
have to follow
Okay.
this.
Very nice.
So
Very nice.
these two things for me,
Very nice.
it is.
All these devotees, I feel so happy. They're all so new in Krishna consciousness, and there's such nice realizations. I don't think are there in number of years in bhakti I had any such clue. Very nice. Okay. Okay. Others, please. Yeah, Ruchira
Pranam, Prabhu.
Mataji. Pranam.
Yes, Prabhuji, as Mataji said, the two Leelas, the Putna Daman and Damodar Leela are also my favorites.
Okay.
And, I am reminded of that shloka, Ahobakyam Kalastan Kotam. That is very inspiring. That she got the position of a mother. And all the Leelas are, Prabhuji, very attractive, be it Kaliya, Daman or Aghasur. Krishna's mercy is there in every Leela, and we are more and more interacted. And apart from these, I heard one Leela, one pastime of people are aware of that, the dancing deities in South India. There is some temple. There were two daughters of a cow, Nandini and Puttu. They were attracted to, they were listening some stories. I'll make it very short. They were listening some stories from Narad Muni about Lord Krishna. And when they heard that Lord Krishna was being captured by the Kaliya snake, they went into kind of morose situation. And for them, Krishna again enacted this pastime. In South India, and there is some temple, the dancing deities. Yes,
I'm
yes.
not
I'll
aware of
share
this.
that
Okay.
story along with that
Okay, yeah,
picture.
please. Okay, nice.
And it is so amazing. Like Krishna again enacted that pastime for the devotees, the calves, for those calves. And there is a lake there. So all the Leelas, I'm
Okay, very
like
nice.
spellbound by them. And when I hear those songs, Vraje Prasidam, that Chor Ashtakam, Prabhuji, the last stanza is very, very attractive. Although we are not at that level, but we feel like when they say, na, ki, we'll capture you in our heart, then where will you run? Like we aspire for that. The goal is so high. And all the songs in the 10th canto, they are very, very nice. The Gopi Geet, Venu Geet, they are very, very attractive. We feel very nice when we hear.
Okay, very nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, others?
Hare
Yeah,
Krishna
Shruti
Prabhu.
Yeah.
I just asked this question to Manjari, and she says, I like that Krishna is born to Devaki and Vasudev. And also, she likes that she likes he is stealing butter and giving it to all his friends and monkeys and eating it, seems Prabhu.
Why does she like that Krishna was born to Devaki and Vasudeva?
Yala maniki ishtamo Krishna Devaki Vasudev puttindedi.
5-year-old, 4-year-old child. This is like. Okay, anyway,
She's thinking. She doesn't know how
okay.
to express.
Okay, no problem. Okay, yeah.
Cute
Okay. Cute ga undi. Okay. Okay. Fine.
Prabhu, I personally like Putana Leela because even though she came to kill Krishna, he gave the position equivalent to mother.
Yeah.
And how merciful it is. But we humans, if somebody is harming us, we will try to harm them back. But Krishna gave such a position to her. And also the other form, I get attracted to Jagannath Prabhu. The first time when I went to Jagannath Puri and I saw the Lord, oh my God, I just couldn't control the tears. Like I felt he is talking to me. His eyes were speaking to me, saying, "Okay, now that you are here, I will take care. Like you don't worry." Is what I felt, Prabhu.
Okay,
Even
very
now,
nice.
wherever I see two big circles, I just remember Lord Jagannath.
Lord Jagannath. Okay, nice. Okay. Okay. Others?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, I like all the Leelas, Bal Leela of Krishna. I keep watching that cartoon, Prabhuji, which they show. My son will be watching it. So I feel like I want to watch it again and again. I enjoy all the Leelas, what Krishna is doing. And the coward boys are so surrendered to Krishna that whenever there is any difficulty in their mind, nobody's name, but they only used to call Krishna, Krishna. So I feel even we have to surrender to Krishna that way and keep.
Okay, nice.
Is what my feel, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Others?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, like God is full in all opulences, like is Bhagavan, like is full in beauty, then strength, fame. So each and every aspect is amazing, and also is like you cannot think which is favorite or which is not. So all the things that Bhagavan is performing Leelas is favorite, and also like the Sudama story that he gives when he comes and he admires him. So all that, each and everything is favorite. There is nothing like which is done less or more.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. So many other devotees have not spoken. 30 seconds you can speak. Glorify Krishna. The opportunity to glorify Krishna. We should not hold ourselves back. This is why we are living. We are living to glorify Krishna. So this is controlled environment. Okay. So just few, all of us devotees who come and join every day to hear. So we can just try to speak. Yeah. Yeah, Sarna Prabhu. Okay. Annapurna Mata.
So all pastimes of Lord Krishna are very sweet. And one I most like is Putana Leela, because we have so many material desires. Still we are being purified every day with your associations. We are really blessed for that.
With Krishna's association. Yeah.
Gopakumara pastime. I love it a lot.
Okay. Very nice. Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
Especially the ending of the past.
Ending of the pastime. When Krishna comes and hugs Gopakumara and says, "Where have you been? I've been waiting for you." Okay.
Yes, true. Because I keep hearing to that audio what I recorded in the yatra. Very sweet.
Okay. Yeah. Others? Yeah, Ravini Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, I like this pastime. Like Krishna was when he's ready to go to Govardhan to herd the cows. And Yashodamaya wanted to make shoes for him, right? But Krishna said, like, I want you to make, chappal for every cow. So it's not possible, right? So he wants to be like, how the cows treated the same way. So nice.
Okay.
And by knowing that, by hearing that, cows went in the night and made the ground so smooth. That's also like, reciprocation of love towards Krishna. That's so sweet.
Very nice. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, Dasarna Prabhu. Annapurna Mataji would have pushed you from behind. Speak.
No.
Yeah.
All the pastimes in the Vrindavan are
all the pastimes in Vrindavan. Okay.
Very dear to me, Prabhu, because like Gopals will be asking something they want, like fruits or so finally they will be offering that to Krishna. And how Krishna will play with Gopals and Gopals will play with them, and finally both like Gopals will, whatever they do, it is for the pleasure of Krishna. But in that Gopals will also be very happy.
Okay. Gopas are all happy because Krishna is happy.
Sure.
Okay. Very nice.
And one more thing, like in when Bhima, when Yudhishthira asked like Bhima to go and bring Krishna, he forgets it, and like I couldn't remember exactly, but he forgets it. But finally they come and ask Bhima like he didn't go to bring Krishna, and then he starts saying. Then Bhima goes into the room, and then he cries like when Draupadi asks, he will come, and then Like that he prays and then Krishna comes immediately. That is all. That also I like that episode.
Okay, okay, not heard that, but okay, fine. Okay, others. If anybody is in a hurry to leave, can you please? I don't want anybody to see. Already, like people are exiting, so don't exit without glorifying two lines of in glory of Krishna, please. If you are in a
Hare
hurry, you
Krishna,
can please open. Yeah, Rajat.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah.
जो एक लीला है जिसमें कि फ्रूट सेलर आती है एंड देन कृष्णा गिव्स हैंड फिस्ट ऑफ garlands or anna to her, and then she gives all her fruits to Krishna, and then she finds ki puri uski basket is full of gold and other things. So that I do remember, and one is definitely his friendship with Sudama. हाँ, सुदामा की वाइफ उनको पुश करती है कि तुम जाओ कुछ मांगो कृष्णा से, वी आर इन अ वेरी बैड शेप, बट वो कुछ मांग नहीं पाता है, एंड देन इवन आफ्टर दैट भगवान को सब मालूम है, तो once he come back he finds that everything is at his place. So ये दो चीजें हैं तो.
Okay, very nice, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, Srushti Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
हाँ बोलिए Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, for me the most touching part of Krishna Lila is when Krishna leaves Vrindavan for Mathura and
don't speak about that.
Gopis.
Okay.
Okay.
No. It's I'm just saying. Okay, yeah. It's very touching. Yeah, beyond words.
Yes. So it it make me realize that how Krishna is wonderful and how much he's beautiful, and his interaction, how much it is with his.
Okay, nice, thank you. Okay.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Pranam.
Yeah, Pranam.
Prabhu, 3 Leelas I try to keep meditating on. Am I audible, Prabhu? Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Okay. 3 Leelas I like to always meditate on. One is about Gopi's mood when Krishna is having a headache. When Narad Muni tells that Krishna is having a headache, Gopis didn't bother to give their dust because Narada keeps asking, will you give anybody's willing to offer their feet dust to Krishna for his headache. Another thing is about Sudama's Leela, like Prabhu said. Krishna's humility, when he's ready to bring Sudama in, and his mood is so humble. He knows everything, but still, he's just so humble with Sudama. And another thing in Dwaraka, where Krishna performs his duties, just like any other normal king, for his stature, to just teach all of us. So just whenever I get time, I try to think about these things.
Okay, nice. Okay. Yeah. Who's next?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah, again.
मुझे कृष्ण का सभी लीला अच्छा लगता है, सब देखने में इतना मोहित लगता है सभी चीज, लेकिन मेरे को जब ये लगता है कि जब गोपी लोग सोचते हैं कि मेरे घर आके माखन कैसे मैं खिलाऊं, कैसे मेरे घर आए, सब सोचते हैं, जब आके खाते हैं चोरी करते, फिर जाके कंप्लेन करते हैं, यशोदा माँ मना कर, तुम नहीं आना, तुम मेरे बेटे को चोर बोले हो, नहीं आना मेरे घर। फिर वो लोग सोचते हैं मैं कैसे जाऊं, फिर देखूं थोड़ा उनके चेहरा देखो, क्यों नहीं, बहुत दिन से देखा नहीं, कैसे जाऊं, उनका भाव देखते हैं, फिर देखने के लिए कृष्णा को कैसे झलक देखने के लिए, फिर जाके यशोदा माँ के घर कैसे जाऊं, क्या बहाना बनाऊं, वो लोग का जैसे होता है ना देखने के लिए, वो मेरे को बहुत अच्छा लगता है गोपी लोगों का। फिर भी मन में उनका है कि आके मेरे घर में फिर माखन खाए, चोरी करे, लेकिन वो कंप्लेन करते हैं फिर भी, वो मेरे को बहुत अच्छे लगते हैं।
Okay, very nice. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I have one question. I have seen one drama, Ava Nache. It is in Gone Chopati, I guess. So in that drama, it is shown that Dwarkadish Krishna is in Dakor right now. So who is in Dwarka then? As a Dwarkadish.
Okay. Okay, we'll
So there is
yeah.
a story behind it related to Nand Maharaj brothers, Krishna's Kaka and Kaki. Kaka was not a devotee and Kaki was a devotee. Then by the prayers of Kaki, Krishna gave them benediction. Then in your next life, you both will be devotee and you will set an example in front of Kali Yuga people. So they came as devotee couple, and they worshipped Dwarkadhish, and they used to offer tulsi leaves all the way from Dakor to Dwarkadish. They used to go by walk, and at the end of the story, it is shown that Dwarkadish Krishna wanted that old man who was a devotee to situate him in Dakor with him.
Okay.
So Dwarkadish is now in Dakor. So
Okay.
I have one question there. Who is in? Is that replica Dwarkadish is
No,
in
I
Dwarka?
don't know. I have to know. I have to hear. I mean, I haven't heard this first from Acharya. So if there's any reference to this from our Acharyas, then we can figure out the answer, because there'll be a lot of
Yes, Prabhuji.
folklore, etc. Right? So unless
Even I have heard this for the first time. May I show? May I send the link to you? And
please, yeah.
yeah,
Because if it
okay.
is not given by our acharyas, then we can't understand, nor
Yes,
can we
yes.
comment. We can't speculate on this. But if
Yes.
some acharyas have spoken, then I can see, I can figure out. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
Prabhuji. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay. Yeah. Anybody else? We have maybe 5 minutes. Anybody else wants to glorify Krishna? Last chance. Everybody's done. Okay. Those who are not done, yeah, up to you. I can only give you an opportunity to glorify. I can't do anything else. Yeah. Okay, Jai, thank you. So the idea is that we have to become more and more absorbed. And see, the reason I requested devotees to speak is we can see how different devotees are all attracted to Krishna in different ways, and Krishna is so amazing that he reciprocates, with all, with whatever mood of service we have, as long as we are sincere. But the most important thing is that we have to be sincere. Yeah, then Krishna will reciprocate irrespective of how insignificant we are. Then we can actually understand the Lord. We can understand. So through these leelas, through our own life experiences, when I see so many devotees are speaking about mercy of Krishna, and obviously then you would also see his mercy in your life, right? So you can understand Krishna. Oh yes, Krishna showed this mercy to that devotee, is showing mercy to me also. Yes, so Krishna is there, Krishna is real, Krishna is a person, right? So if we hear Leela, then we will, from authorities, then we will not speculate about Krishna's position. We will not speculate about our position, our relationship with Krishna. And one more thing I want to say, that all of us have to go much deeper, actually, into Krishna Leela. For example, I can understand that, yeah, all of many devotees speaking, mostly, we are very we are touched by Krishna's being Bhakta Vatsala. Actually, this was also one of the big features or qualities of Krishna that had attracted me many years back. But then, we have to go. We have to go deeper. We have to strengthen our sambandha with Krishna. Um, so it requires a lot more dedication, a lot more um, intense bhakti. Then actually where we need to head is slowly and steadily we need to go towards one of these rasas, getting fixed up in one of these rasas by just repeated hearing, not by any artificial mechanism. By repeatedly reading Krishna book, reading all these pastimes, then we should start getting attracted to one sambandha, one rasa. And that will happen automatically. It's not like we have to do anything, but that requires repeated shravanam. And unless we actually do shravanam, we can't get to Krishna. We can't reach Krishna. We can't. So please, and especially Krishna book, somehow or the other, we have to, or 10th canto, if you have gone through all the 9 cantos, you can repeatedly read 10th canto. But please read from Acharyas. Please read from Srimad Bhagavatam. right? Because some of the instances, I heard all of your descriptions, not exactly as per Shastra, but it's okay. I mean, because you're just indicating a mood in a direction, but there's so many things to be understood as it is, right? So please read Prabhupada's Krishna book. Don't go beyond that. Because many speakers, they speak so many things which might not even be from Shastra. Not may not be given by our acharyas, which is also even very, very important, because different acharyas will have different mood towards Krishna, and the way they'll glorify different pastimes will be different. So we have to read from our acharyas. We have to read first from Prabhupada, then our previous acharyas have given so many, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Jiva Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, etc. So go deep into Krishna Lila. So many things, so many beautiful things are there, which if you get attracted by Krishna, then this material world will cease to attract us. But this has to happen every day. This is not Janmashtami is not a once in a year affair. It's a everyday affair, because we have to somehow prepare our heart for Krishna to enter. And that can easily happen just simply by repeatedly hearing about Krishna. So thank you all for those who shared your feelings towards Krishna. And it's important, we are not stones. We speak so much of philosophy, but why we speak so much of philosophy is eventually we have to come to actual real rasa. It's not like we are some stones and we don't want to talk about Krishna or Krishna Leela or anything like that. But hammering on philosophy is important, because only when that foundation is strong will we actually enter into the real rasa, right? Otherwise, we'll be in some speculative, position. And in this purport, Prabhupada is saying this speculation is not going to help us. So if you can follow nicely, strictly, read parallelly, then our life, bhakti life, will go in the right direction. Okay, thank you so much. I think it's already 9:15. We can end. There are some chat messages which I have not seen. Yeah, Madhuri Mataji, Agasura and Damodar pastime. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Dandavat
Pranam.
So all the Vrindavan pastimes are favorite, but when I focus more on my particular purification part, when I read Agasura pastime, it's more like when Rajavasis are entering Agasura. Krishna, for a moment, he thinks, oh, they are going inside Agasura, so they'll die. So, in my day-to-day life, whenever I am scared of coming across dogs or any other fearful animals, I try to recollect that pastime, and then how fearlessly they enter, having complete faith in Krishna.
Okay.
So that is one aspect that I try to practice in my day-to-day life. And the other thing is, when Krishna entered the Agasura, that demon got purified because of Krishna's presence in the body, and it got liberated, Acharya say in the purport. So whenever I am trying to chant my rounds, I feel I am chanting Krishna's holy name. So Krishna's holy name is not different from Krishna. So it is coming from my body. I should also get purified.
Yes.
With that
Very nice.
intention, I try to chant more humbly and seriously.
Okay, very nice. Very nice.
Those are the two aspects which I practice every day.
Okay.
And Damodara Lila also I like more because of his Bhakta Vatsala and pastimes.
Okay, very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Jai. So let's all go in with a very loving mood into Janmashtami, right? And try to serve. If you don't have any service, please come to Ulimau. I have a lot of services to give. Otherwise, please, wherever you are, I'm just kidding. Wherever you are, please go and associate with, whatever Janmashtami celebration is there, and just drown yourself. Serve Krishna with love. And hopefully the whole year we can serve that way going forward. Okay, thank you so much for joining. श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव जय संवेद गौरवोत्तम जय। हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna Prabhuji.
हरे
Dhanavad.
कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dandavad Pranam.